step. Instead of saying equal opportunity for all is a pretty vague word, isn't it?
The American dream.
Provide the American dream for...
Or opening something. Not to provide it, but some qualifying word before.
Let's talk about all for a second. All. All who? All Americans. A little bit more specifically, given her experience in education.
Think is everyone wants to contribute?
I'm sorry?
Everyone who wants to contribute?
I think a little detail, but you're heading in exactly the right direction.
All children?
All children. All children. So she wants to provide equal opportunity. She wants to provide the American dream for all children. But I think unlike Lawrence, maybe on this one it makes sense, says one of your consultants. At this point, it's worth referencing not just implicitly, but overtly, an aspect of your biography, because you did also. Okay. My name is Helen Chan. And how old were you when you came here, by the way, Helen?
I'm 6.
Okay. My name is Helen Chan, and I'm running for office because I came to this country at the age of 6, and I learned firsthand how important it is that every child have an access to the American dream. Now again, that might not be perfect. Doing it in real time is always a little bit risky. But it's the kind of thing that we sit down with your... Do you have a husband and a dog?
I have a husband.
Okay, no dog yet, but you can borrow and your friends and the people helping with the campaign, and hone that a little bit. But I think you guys get an example here of how you mine a candidate's biography to develop a rationale. Now, the second element to the campaign message is the campaign theme. And the theme is the externalization of the rationale. The rationale is all about me, the candidate. I, me. I'm running because this is what I've done. I'm running because this is what I think. I'm running because this is what I want. If the rationale is about me, the candidate, the theme is about you, the voters. So what I'm basically doing is I'm taking an I sentence and turning not even into a sentence, into a phrase, into a clause that makes that rationale relevant to my audience. I'm running for president because the ways of Washington must change. Does anyone remember the theme that turned into? Change you can believe it. Change you can believe it. Now, not all themes are explicit in the second person, but you get the concept here. I'm running for president because the ways of Washington must change. The theme of that? Change you can believe it. I'm running for president because I want our country to remain a proud and a prosperous nation. The Kane campaign theme? Country first. It's not about I, it's not about me, it's not about the candidate. It's a broader concept that all people can access. When Mitt Romney says, I'm running for president because I know we can bring this country back. I don't know if the Romney campaign has made the bumper stickers yet or not, but if they're good at what they do, you will see bumper stickers this fall. Maybe not a lot in LA, maybe you need to go up to Ventura and see the valley. But if you do, you'll see bumper stickers that say, bringing this country back. And similarly, if the Obama campaign decides that this is a rationale that they can follow, and as some of you may have seen, there's actually been some debate in the media where Obama campaign advisors have debated whether there should be a single theme for the campaign. And I think just it is somewhat of an abdication of their responsibility as professional politicos if there isn't some unifying theme to bring people together behind the president's re-election campaign. But if he said, I only paraphrase slightly, I'm running for president because I know that the way we've succeeded is by building this country together, I would argue to you, Mr. Axelrod and Mr. Pluff and Mr. Messina, how presumptuous is this? This is the audacity of Schnur. That a pretty effective campaign theme for that rationale and that message is simply together. Now, that's not to say every campaign only has one effective rationale, only one effective theme, and only one effective message. But you see how I take a rationale that is very, very personal It's about what Lauren experienced in her role as an education reform advocate. It's about what Helen experienced in her own childhood personal biography. And making it more universal. And so let's do this. Let's go back to Lauren and Helen, and let's take their very, very loosely phrased biographies, that would get better if we had more time on them, and let's see if we can come up with a theme for them. Something that takes it outside the realm of just him, or excuse me, her, the candidate, and makes it about us, the voters. Why did we say, Lauren, I'm running for office?
Because I want to put parents in charge of their child's education.
I'm running for office because I want to put parents in charge of their children's education. Anyone want to take a shot?
Power to parents.
Power to parents. Sounds a little militaristic, but that might go better in CV Valley than in West LA. Okay. Power to parents, but I mean, even if the exact word choice isn't right, Chris, you're thinking along the right way. And by the way, it's not like you have to be ultra creative with this. You want to know a good campaign theme for I'm running for governor? I'm running for governor because I want to create a better future for California's children. Campaign theme for that message is a better future for our children. I'm running for Congress because I want to bring Midwestern values to Washington, D.C. Taking our values to Washington. So it doesn't have to be rocket science. And that doesn't mean you automatically just turn the words in a different order. But it wouldn't need to be anything more complicated than putting parents in charge. How about Helen?
Access to the American dream for all children, regardless of their backgrounds.
I think we want to be a little bit shorter and more direct, but I think you're on exactly the right track there.
What about like opportunities for children? Opportunities for all children?
Opportunities for all children. Absolutely. Are you getting this all down for your own campaign?
The Teach for America logo is like they all.
Okay, that's unfair. That's right. Romney sings America the Beautiful, so it's only fair. Okay. Opportunity for all children. Anyone want to take one that isn't a shameless ripoff from Wendy Cops on the Block? No, I'm scared of everybody. Okay. Let's go back. Helen, tell us again roughly what we put together for a rationale for you.
What do you mean? Like?
I'm running because, what was that?
Oh,
Sounds sweet.
I'm running because, I don't know, I'm a little confused myself. I'm running because I want, I'm running because I want people in, I want people to have the same, I don't know, same access.
Let's go back to where we were, because once again, I think the fact that you talked about your own experience means it's worth including it at least briefly in your rationale. Okay. My name is Helen Chan, and I'm running for office because I came to this country as a small child, and I know how important it is to provide an opportunity for every one of our children. So that's very personal, that's very internal. So now let's externalize it. What's a little bit more universal way of saying that?
I think it's important for all students to have the opportunity to develop and reach their full potential. And so that's kind of what I'm getting from what you were saying about talent management and strategy. And most kids, a lot of the students, at least in the urban schools in LAUSD, they're never really given the opportunity to reach their full potential, at least not in some of these schools. And that's really a shame.
And once again, tell me your name?
Kelly.
Kelly, I think you're exactly right. I think what we've got to do is we'll take that concept and we'll winnow it down a little bit into more of a phrase.
Something like opportunity for all.
I'm sorry?
Opportunity for all.
Opportunity for all. An opportunity for every child gets a little bit too close to the Wendyisms, but that's okay.
Like we were saying, reaching our full potential.
Reaching our full potential.
Our full potential, just like saying exactly what she said in short.
Yeah.
I think I like potential.
You know, I feel like part of where my story comes from is, I mean, if I were to run, I want to be the person that is taking down those hurdles that is making it difficult to reach the potential. I mean, the potential is always there, but I think the hurdles look different for different people. So, I don't know how to phrase that, but
Well, let's for now, why don't we try something like this, and maybe a little bit later we can come back and see if we can whittle a little bit further. But removing obstacles from the paths of our children. Now, that's not precisely it. But if that's what strikes you at the core, then it's my job as your advisor not to convince you that there's a different concept to build a campaign around, but to figure out a way to express that concept, because it really is something that needs to come from inside you and become relevant to a much broader